Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Sunil Verma. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron stress for urgent reforms in UN Security Council. Prime Minister Modi to address NCC officers and cadets at NCC PM rally in Delhi camp this afternoon. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur felicitates more than 450 special invitees to Republic Day celebrations in the national capital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha 2024 to be held on Monday. US temporarily halts its funding to UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees for involvement of its staffers in October 7 Hamas's attack on Israel. And in sports, table topper Maharashtra bags 2 gold medals at Khelo India Youth Games in Chennai. India and France have reiterated their call for reformed and effective multilateralism to sustain an equitable and peaceful international order, address pressing global challenges, and prepare the world for emerging developments. India-France joint statement said Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron stressed the urgent need for the reform of the United Nations Security Council during their meeting. They called for the early commencement of text-based negotiations at the intergovernmental negotiations in the UN. France reiterated its firm support for India's permanent membership of the UNSC. The two leaders agreed to strengthen conversations on the regulation of the use of the veto in case of mass atrocities. Both leaders strongly condemned the terrorist attack on Israel on 7th October last year and expressed solidarity with the people of Israel. They emphasized the need to respect international humanitarian law and to create conditions for aid to flow to the affected population in the Gaza region. Both leaders also called for an immediate and unconditional release of all hostages. They also expressed grave concern at the possibility of further expansion of the conflict in the region, including in the Red Sea, which already has a significant economic impact on the world. They recalled the utmost importance of upholding freedom of navigation in the Red Sea and of respecting the international law of the sea. Foreign Secretary Vinay Quatra has said that India-France Defence Industrial Roadmap is among the key outcomes of French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to India. Briefing media in New Delhi, Mr. Quatra said documents which have been agreed upon during the French President's visit include an agreement on defence space partnership and an MOU between New Space India Limited and Arianespace with regard to satellite launches. He added that an industrial partnership between Tata and Airbus helicopters for the production of H-125 helicopters is also among the key outcomes. He announced that the year 2026 will be celebrated as India-France Year of Innovation. The Foreign Secretary said that the Indian consulate in the southern city of France in Marseille and the French bureau in Hyderabad are now fully ready to be operational. He said both countries have decided to set up a solar academy in Senegal under the Star Sea program of the International Solar Alliance. He said French support has always been very strong and forthcoming for India's candidacy to the International Energy Agency. On defence cooperation between India and France, Foreign Secretary elaborated that the focus of defence production roadmap is to identify opportunities for partnership in the defence industrial sector.
Focus on the priority of defence cooperation through this roadmap is to actually identify opportunities for partnership in the defence industrial sector that prioritize co-designing, co-development, co-production with the whole and also building the defense supply chains between the two countries.
French President Emmanuel Macron has said France aims to have 30,000 Indian students in 2030. In a social media post, Mr. Macron said it is a very ambitious target, but he is determined to make it happen. He added that France is launching new pathways in order to teach French in public schools with the initiative French for All, French for a Better Future. He also said that a network of Alliance Française is being developed with a new centers to learn French. He said International classes are being created which will allow students who do not necessarily speak French to join French universities. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will address the annual NCC PM rally at the Kariappa Parade Ground in Delhi today. The event will include a cultural program on the theme Amrit Kal Ki NCC, showcasing the contribution and empowerment of the Amrit Peedhi. More than 2,200 NCC cadets and young cadets from 24 foreign countries will be a part of this year's rally. As special guests, more than 400 sarpanches of the vibrant villages and more than 100 women belonging to various self-help groups from different parts of the country will also attend the NCC PM rally. Union Minister for Information and Broadcasting Anurag Singh Thakur felicitated over 450 special invitees of the 75th Republic Day Parade at Kartavya Path. Addressing the guests in New Delhi yesterday, the minister said that these invitees had the distinction of being mentioned by Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Mann Ki Baat program. He said the extension of this invite to them is a display of the different thought processes that buttress the thinking of the government. Lauding the contribution of the special guests towards nation building, Mr. Thakur said their work has become their identity. This is Akashwani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The 7th edition of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha 2024 will be held on Monday. Ministry of Education said that this year, through the unique interactive program, over 4,000 participants will be interacting with the Prime Minister. The program will be held in a town hall format at Delhi's Bharat Mandapam. Pariksha Pe Charcha is a program where students, parents and teachers from across the nation and also from overseas interact with the Prime Minister to discuss anxieties related to examinations and life after school. Pariksha Pe Charcha is part of the larger movement Exam Warriors led by Prime Minister Modi to create a stress-free atmosphere for youngsters. Talking to Akashwani News, CBSE Secretary Himanshu Gupta shared details regarding the upcoming program.
3,000 students will be participating live and they will get the chance to interact with Honorable Prime Minister. Event will be live telecasted in all the major news channels. Children will get an opportunity to hear how to celebrate examinations as an utsav and how to de-stress and how to ensure that examinations are taken as an opportunity rather than taking it as a mere stressful exercise.
Like other parts of the country, there is a lot of enthusiasm among the students, teachers and parents of Punjab regarding the Pariksha Pe Charcha program. Everyone is eagerly waiting for the 7th edition of this program to be held on the 29th of January in New Delhi. We have a report.
Pariksha Pe Charcha program is playing the role of an excellent guide not only for the students but for parents and teachers also. The students and teachers of Sarup Rani Government College Amritsar lauded this program.
हमारे प्रधानमंत्री जी बेसिक चीजों को समझते हुए बच्चों को मोटिवेट करते हैं तो हम भी मोटिवेट होते हैं बच्चों के साथ हम इस तरह की बातें करें ताकि वो परीक्षा के प्रति सचेत हों और सकारात्मक रूप से सारी चीजों को लेकर चलें।
ਇਹ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਲੱਕੀ ਚਾਮ ਹੈ ਸਾਡੇ ਲਈ ਕਿ ਉਹ ਹਰ ਸਾਲ ਹੀ ਆਪਣਾ ਬਿਜ਼ੀ ਸ਼ਡਿਊਲ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਸਮਾਂ ਕੱਢ ਕੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਮੋਟੀਵੇਟ ਕਰਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਵੀ ਪ੍ਰੋਬਲਮਸ ਹੁੰਦੀਆਂ ਨੇ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਸੋਲੂਸ਼ਨਸ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਉਮੀਦ ਕਰਦੀ ਹਾਂ ਕਿ ਇਦਾਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੀ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਹੋਰ ਵੀ ਕੌਨਫੀਡੈਂਸ ਲੈਵਲ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਾਡਾ ਵੱਧਦਾ ਜਾਏਗਾ।
Pariksha Pe Charcha is part of a larger movement led by Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to create a stress-free atmosphere for young generation. Shishu Sharma Shantal, Akashwani News, Jalandhar.
जो है बड़ा दोहराएंगे भी योग करेंगे खाएंगे भी खेलेंगे भी
29 जनवरी 2024 को सुबह 11 बजे भारत मंडपम प्रगति मैदान नई दिल्ली में आयोजित होगा लोकप्रिय कार्यक्रम परीक्षा पे चर्चा।
The nationwide outreach initiative Vikasit Bharat Sankalp Yatra, designed to inform and empower citizens about the central government's flagship schemes, is currently going on in Assam. Chief Minister, Union Ministers, State Ministers, MPs, MLAs and government officials are attending the programs. More from our correspondent.
यही समय है ये सही समय है।
The Viksit Bharat Sankalpa Yatra in Assam is spreading awareness about various flagship schemes of the Government of India for creating a positive sense to the citizens, including on-the-spot services to address the immediate needs of the community. As part of this Yatra, experience sharing sessions by the beneficiaries through Meri Kahani Meri Zubani is creating a positive impact on others. Sandan Kalita Boko in Kamrup district shared his experience how the PMAYG scheme benefited him.
मेरा नाम संदन कविता है। मेरा घर कामरूप जिला के बोको में है। मुझे प्रधानमंत्री का आवास योजना का एक घर मिला है, इसलिए मोदी सरकार को धन्यवाद।
आमिनुल हक जुद्दार, आकाशवाणी न्यूज, गुवाहाटी।
भारत को गढ़ने का यही समय है।
The United States has temporarily halted its funding to the UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees, UNRWA, for involvement of its staffers in the October 7 attack by the Hamas militants on southern Israel. UNRWA chief Philippe Lazzarini said it terminated contracts with several employees and ordered an investigation after Israel provided information alleging that they played a role in the attack. UNRWA has been the main agency providing aid for Gaza's population amid the humanitarian disaster caused by Israel's offensive against Hamas in Gaza. The US State Department said there were allegations against 12 employees. UNRWA has a total of 13,000 staffers in Gaza, and almost all of them are Palestinians. The 6th Khelo India Youth Games table topper Maharashtra has clinched 2 gold medals through weightlifter Megha Ahir and 10-meter air rifle mixed team of Isha Taksale and Parth Mane to take their tally to 28 gold, 24 silver and 31 bronze. Tamil Nadu consolidated the second position in the overall medals tally as weightlifter El Dhanush from Tamil Nadu bagged the boys' 55-kilogram gold, and trap shooters Neela Raju Balu and Yugan SM clinched the trap mixed team silver yesterday. Tamil Nadu now have 26 gold, 13 silver and 23 bronze, while third placed Haryana have 21 gold, 13 silver and 23 bronze. In FIH Hockey 5's Women's World Cup final, India will face the Netherlands today at Muscat in Oman. The match will start at 9:50 p.m. IST. India stormed into the final after defeating South Africa 6-3 in the semi-final yesterday. Akshata Abaso Dhekale, Mariana Kujur, Mumtaz Khan, Rutuja Dadaso Pistol, Jyoti Chhatri and Ajima Kujur scored for India, while Teshwan Delare, Tony Marks and Dirkie Chamberlain were on target for South Africa. In Australian Open tennis, India's Rohan Bopanna and his Australian partner Matthew Ebden will face Italy's Simone Bolelli and Andrea Vavasori in the men's doubles final in Melbourne today. The match will start at 3:15 p.m. IST. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Tanvi Khurana.
Thank you, Sunil. Front pages of dailies are full of colourful photographs of India's 75th Republic Day parade, capturing a photograph of 5 Jaguar aircraft flying the Arrowhead formation. The Hindustan Times headline reads, "The Republic in full flight. Women power, military might on showcase," headlines The Pioneer. Air and space to Air India and Sea. India-France adopt new roadmap of defence production, writes the Indian Express. Mental health startups are on the rise in India as more people seek treatment, but therapist shortage is a hurdle, reports Financial Express. World Court asks Israel to prevent genocide in Gaza, reports the Asian Age. And finally, The Hindu carries a photograph taken in Kaziranga of a rare golden tiger. The paper quotes wildlife photographer Gaurav Ramnarayanan, who took the photo, as saying that such an encounter in the wild might never happen again. And with that, it's back to you, Sunil.
Thank you, Tanvi. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron stress for urgent reforms in UN Security Council. Prime Minister Modi to address NCC officers and cadets at NCC PM rally in Delhi camp this afternoon. Union Minister Anurag Singh Thakur felicitates more than 450 special invitees to Republic Day celebrations in the national capital. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's Pariksha Pe Charcha 2024 to be held on Monday. US temporarily halts its funding to UN Agency for Palestinian Refugees for involvement of its staffers in October 7 Hamas's attack on Israel. And in sports, table topper Maharashtra bags 2 gold medals at Khelo India Youth Games in Chennai. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.